Yo, what's going on, fellas? How are you doing on this great Wednesday morning? Hope everybody's doing good. We, of course, got to make sure we recap yesterday. Then we got a big old slate of bets for today. We've got some Premier League action today. I think we'll avoid that Copa del Rey crap that tripped us up yesterday. Then let's jump right on into the NBA, and then we'll roll into the NHL. So let's go ahead and throw the recap up yesterday. Soccer was absolutely brutal to us yesterday. Over 2.5 goals in Leicester and Fulham did not happen. Fulham got the win, though. Fulham continues to be impressive so far in this Premier League campaign, picking up a 1-0 win on the road at the King Power Stadium. There were chances galore by Leicester. They just couldn't quite finish them, so a little bit of a tough loss right there. Real Madrid team total over 2.5 goals, never had a chance. 1-0 is how that game finished up. They weren't, I don't know what the hell they were doing. I mean, obviously that game wasn't on television, but you just look at the stats and there's no clue what they were doing. I mean, barely getting shots. They had like 2 shots in the first half. What are we doing, Real Madrid? Come on. World Cup players all over that pitch going up against a 4th-tier Spanish side. Tough stuff right there. We rebounded in the NBA. We've been doing good this NBA season. Our 2-unit play cashed under 243.5 points. Kings and Jazz. It looks like score-wise, that was maybe a little bit of a sweat. 115 to 117. You know what? That game, 115, 117, that's 232. I said it was going to be 234. I was so damn close to getting that total right on the nose right there. But in that game, Sabonis went over 20.5 points. Got us on the hook. We've lost a ton of these bets on the hook. How about getting a win on the hook? So love to see that right there. So down on the day, of course. Down on the week. Got 14 and change dollars in arbitrage money. We look forward to spending that on today's show. So coming back with a vengeance today. Coming back to get our money and more. How about that? Not just 3.5 or so units. We're coming back to get a lot more. Want to start off by mentioning and dropping here in the chat. I think this is a starting point article, but we had Tim bring up yesterday, hey man, where are these like NFL Week 18 contract situations? Who's playing for a big payday? Who needs what? Yardage, receptions, so forth. I've just dropped an article there in the chat. We're going to be playing some of those angles this week in NFL Week 18. I think that's a starter article. I bet more of those articles come out, maybe midweek now towards the end of the week. So hopefully that's not the only article we had to lean on, but that's an article where you can read and you can kind of see, again, what players need to do to have themselves a big payday. And again, we'll be looking to play some of those angles because there's absolutely a real thing on the last day of the NFL. So, last game. So we'll jump into the comment section. We'll see what you guys are fired up for on this great morning. And then let's get on into some bets. Copa del Rey, I don't think I can get my ass handed to me, man. You got Barcelona going up against another side that is, poo-poo on a stick, but do you want to dabble into that again? Nah, I don't think so, man. So I can't do it right there. Kick a man when he's down. Hey, I had computer issues, man. This eCam software was giving me malfunction, so I'm going to blame it on that, Tyler. Yeah, we're going to crush today. We've got bets galore. What's up, Cheesehead? What's up, my man? Great find on the Sabonis play. Thank you, Alex. That, cashed on the hook, but still a great play. I agree with you. It was a great play. You won, what we got here? By Justin's coming in with the plus 225. Kings Jazz under 255. Sabonis over 2. How the hell did you get that at 225? I used that on streak $85,000, and I got that at I did 247.5. Good job, Justin. Good job, Justin. Nice win. Morning, gent. You're looking at the Pelicans players points over without Zion. That's always a fascinating angle right there. Love that, Alex. Love that. And again, that's that article I just dropped in. Give that self a read. We will be playing that come this weekend. You almost cashed a 28-1 on the Kings game. Needed a TD and probably needed a turnover. A turnover from Sabonis. Well, you know what? Maybe that's turnover made us cash over 20.5 points. So I don't know. I didn't watch that game. I was long gone in bed. Got my ass kicked by all the kids yesterday. So morning, Ricky. What's up, my man? All right, let's get into some bets for today. We have got to, guys, start off with this Premier League. We've got to play an angle. Well, let's talk about it. Well, that's not the wrong thing we want to do. We've got to talk about it. How many straight games has Tottenham conceded first? The answer to that question is 10. We're jumping into the party. We're jumping in maybe a little late, but hopefully the party's still going. I'm going to go ahead and take Palace to score first at plus 120. I wanted to share the bet slips on this one because on Barstools and Bet Rivers, if there's no goal, it's no bet, and you get your wager back. That's not the case on DraftKings. That's not the case on FanDuel. At least I couldn't find it. So I'm showing the bet slip because if there's no goal, which would be pretty shocking, the way these two clubs play, we will get our wager back. But Palace is going to score first in this matchup. Again, Spurs have conceded 10 straight games. They've conceded first. If you look at the home and away form, so this isn't just full-on blindly betting it, you do get a little bit of a tick with Palace playing at home in terms of the goals. They've got, on the season, 17 goals, and they've scored 10 of them at home. And for Spurs, they've scored 33 goals on the season, but yet only 12 of them on the road. So we're kind of blindly betting into this trend of Spurs conceding first, but we do get some, stats to back us up, right? Palace better at home, Spurs worse on the road. No big shocker right there. So, all right, let's see if they can't make it 11 in a row. Palace scores first at a good plus 120 cash. Otherwise, I'm contemplating. We do got a free bet. Remember, we did that Mavs and Rockets same game parlay over the holiday, and we got a free $15 bet back. I'm contemplating putting together maybe a free roll here in the Premier League. I like Leeds over West Ham. I mean, this is a West Ham team that sucks. Leeds isn't all that much better, but they've had 8 away fixtures. They've only scored 4 goals in 8 away fixtures. I also like maybe the first half over 1.5 goals because it's at Leeds, and that's just their nature of football when they play at home. Otherwise, you couldn't get me to touch Southampton, Nottingham. I mean, teams are 20th and 19th. Both of them are likely going down in the championship. I couldn't touch that game with a 10-foot pole. And the other one, Aston Villa over Wolves. Yeah, of course I want to back Unai Emery and Villa at home against Wolves. But the only one I feel confident in betting is I'm going to bet a very strong trend of Palace to score first at plus 120. Look for anything to come out a little bit later on Twitter for that one. Triple-double. Gotcha, triple-double. Damn, man. Sorry, man, that didn't hit. Sorry that did not hit. Gloria, Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you and your family as well. Love to see it, Gloria. Love to see it. Let's go ahead and keep rolling on, fellas. We've got NHL hockey play, and we've talked about how the Ducks just allow the most shots in the league. This guy, Jason Robinson, here for the Dallas Stars, his average is 4.1. He averages 4.1. I'm shocked we didn't get the number at 4.5. If we got the number at 4.5, it would have just been a one-unit play. But we're getting it at 3.5. The guy averages 4.1. And it's against the Anaheim Ducks. Like, they allow the most shots. So you got to roll with my man Jason Robinson here of the Dallas Stars. Over 3.5 shots on goal. 2-unit play over on Bet Rivers. I gave that bet out earlier this morning on Twitter. Bet Rivers is minus 134. Every other book is minus 170, minus 165. I saw minus 180 out there. By far the best prices on Barstools and Bet Rivers. So hopefully you have access to that book. 2-unit play, minus 134. We're not done with the NHL. Somebody said yesterday I was the new hockey squirrel. It was quite the compliment. I'm not quite there yet, but let's see if we can get there tonight. We've got a same-game parlay, no sweat. We've got $14 in arbitrage money. Let's go ahead and spend 10 of that. Of course, we're going to stay with this Ducks game, right? They allow the most shots. They're going to give up all the goals. Jason Robinson is going to go ahead and bag him a goal. His teammate, Heinz, he's going to go ahead and bag a goal. And his teammate, Ben, is going to go ahead and bag a goal. But because the Stars are on the back end of a back-to-back, maybe, just maybe, they come out in this first period a little flat, a little slow, a little tired, and the Ducks score first, and that's how you get it to 35-1. It's sweat-free, baby. We'll get a $10 free bet if we go ahead and lose, and we're using arbitrage money. So come on along. Ducks score first in the first period, and then let's get Robinson, Hines, and Ben all to find the back of the net. 35-1. Lock that in, fellas. See if we can't get that sucker to cash. That would be amazing. We've also got one of those sweat-free. It's Wednesday on DraftKings, so of course, whatever bet we bet in the NBA, we'll go ahead and get a $10 bet back. You don't get your whole unit back, but you at least get $10 back, so that's pretty nice right there. We'll, of course, use that on today's show. How are we going to use it? First, before we do that, let's go ahead and run through all the NBA games, let everybody know how I got everything scored, and I'll give you guys the over-under. Let's start it off with Grizzlies-Hornets. I've got the Grizzlies winning by 2 with a total of 228. Suns-Cavs. Cavs will win the game by 2 with a total of 222. Pacers and 76ers. 76ers by 6 with a total of 224. Knicks and Spurs. Knicks will win the game by 7 with a total of 231. Nets and Bulls. Nets will squeak it out by 1 point with a total of 227. Blazers and Wolves. Give me Wolves by 2 with a total of 228. Rockets and Pelicans. Pelicans will win the game by 9, total of 229. Pistons and Warriors. Give me the Warriors by 9 with a total of 231. And Heat Lakers, you get the Lakers winning the game by 1 with a total of 225. That game spread's at 5. I'm interested in dabbling in the Heat plus 5, but haven't quite pulled the trigger on that one yet. What have we pulled the trigger on? Well, gave these out early this morning on Twitter. We like Pelicans minus 6.5. I'm well aware Zion is out, as Alex said in the chat, but we're just betting into the number, so we'll take Pelicans minus 6.5. And to go along with that, you guys remember on Twitter I said I'm no longer betting Rockets games. Like they live or die by the 3. This is a game they should die by the 3. The Pelicans are number 2 in the league at opponent 3-point percentage. Number 2 in the league for a team that lives and dies by the 3. God damn, this should be a night that they die on that 3. So give me that Pelicans minus 6.5. Then you can see right there, we'll take that under in 76ers and Blazers, 232.5. We'll take that under in Nets and Bulls at 235.5. Blazers, Wolves, under 234. And then a little 3-legged money parlay. The 76ers, Knicks, and Warriors should all get it done at home. You guys know in the NBA, I really only back home teams. Teams perform better at home. Look last night, no better example than the Thunder knocking off the Celtics. I don't like touching teams on the road in the NBA, but give me those 3 teams, 76ers, Knicks, and Warriors all at home, and the money line parlay at plus 124. We got to go ahead and use that risk-free bet in DraftKings because we have not done that yet. So let's get to some NBA player props. We've got 3 of them. 2 bets we've never made before on this show or anywhere else, whether I've tweeted them or not. First, let's start off that Steven Adams one, over 14.5 rebounds at plus 105 over on MGM. The Hornets allow the second most rebounds per game. They allow the second most rebounds per game at home. The Hornets, in allowing the most rebounds overall, they're terrible at that center position. They allow the second most rebounds per game to the center position at 16.7. That number has gotten worse over the last 14 days. It's gone up to 17.2. Versus the Hornets on November 4th, Steven Adams got 19 rebounds. And this game has the second highest total of the night at 236. So that's let me know we're going to be jacking up a lot of shots to try to get to that total. And in the process, we should get a lot of misses. So, all right, Steven Adams over 14.5 rebounds, plus 105 over on BetMGM. And then the 2 bets I've never done before. We're going turnover market here for Julius Randle and Draymond Green to both have over 2.5. Julius Randle's going up against the Spurs. The Warriors are going up against the Pistons. Both of those teams are really excellent in defending the power forward position from allowing turnovers. This number is bang on at 2.5. We're getting it at plus money, so that's the reason why I'm going ahead and do both of them. These guys average like 1 month it was 3, 1 month it was 2.4, another month it was 2.2. The number is bang on like the sports books, generally speaking, always do. But you factor in that the fact that the Spurs and the Pistons are really good defending that power forward position and allowing turnovers. We'll go ahead and roll with both of those guys that have over 2.5 turnovers. And again, both of them are at plus money. And Julius Randle is the one that if he does not cash, you may not get your whole unit back, but you can at least score a $10 free bet in the process. So lots of bets on today's card, fellas. That's how we're rolling. It all starts off in the Premier League this afternoon. Roll that into your NHL and NBA action tonight. What are you guys betting in the chat? You guys got bets, leans? What are we doing? What's up, Steven? Cole, he's got a good one here. He gave up on betting double-doubles and triple-doubles after 4 straight nights. Yeah, the scoring, I know people have gotten burned by after the fact. NBA comes back and alters the stat sheet. Tough. I hear you there, Cole. Alex likes to use the sweat-free NBA on triple-doubles and, first baskets. I hear you. I just like to incorporate it into my normal plays because I hear you. Hey, you can't go wrong right there, Alex. Can't go wrong. Who you getting in that first basket? Let us know. All right, fellas. I don't know if we can add any more. We do have that $15 free bet, by the way, on MGM that I mentioned that we earned in that Spurs Rockets same game parlay. It does expire on the 8th, so we don't have to spend it today on the Premier League. We can always wait till tomorrow. You do get a Chelsea-Man City game. Maybe that'd be fun to make a little same-game parlay on a little risk-free action. Otherwise, you always got the NFL. You can go ahead and bet this weekend. The NFL Week 18, as is standing now, is a go. That's what I'm hearing. So Week 18 is a go. I did. Anybody tail that tennis play? I didn't have the stones to pull the trigger. But it sounds like Steven had the stones to pull the trigger. Nice. You got a good plus money cash. Love to see that right there, Steven. Love that. Love that. It was sweat-free. One person, I think it was 2-0, 2-0 if I recall. They both won in straight sets. I am giving out tennis plays as leans. You guys know I like tennis, but you guys know I'm super picky on tennis. So when I do give out a tennis play, it's a super strong play. We're obviously gearing up for the Australian Open. That's why Steven mentions thanks for that play, because I gave it out on TikTok yesterday. I'm gearing up to get ready for the Australian Open. We'll have a couple plays before the Australian Opens, but it was nice to hit my first lean of the 2023 tennis season. So nice. Glad to see you got that hit yesterday. Who's your favorite to score in that Stars game? You got to take Robertson, man. He's like, I think, 5th or 6th in the entire league in terms of shots on goal. I can go pull up the exact. I can pull up the exact number. He's like 5th or 6th. I'll pull it up. It's got to be Robertson. He takes all the shots. He is 6th. Yeah, he's 6th in the entire league in terms of shots on goal. If you're only looking for one guy, I think it's got to be Robertson. He was at minus 105. The other guys were, I think, like plus 120, and the other guy was like plus 130. But it has to be Robertson. He's not only killing the team, but he just does it from a league perspective. Gloria is a golf player? I didn't know Gloria's got golf plays like that. Gloria is a fellow Chicagoan like me. Going to get out to Rivers at some point with her and take all of Rivers Casino's money, but I didn't know she had golf plays. Give it to me, Gloria. Shit, don't hold back. Don't hold back. Yeah, that tennis play was easy. You're looking at Anthony Edwards' first basket. Yeah, Bet Rivers does have that first basket promo. We did that last year, obviously, with FanDuel. Maybe we need to get back in that. We do have some arbitrage money. After that $10 is spent, let's say you lose that $10, then we're down to $4.77. What is that promo? I hate Bet Rivers, though, because I usually tie it to, like, it's not just, like, a risk-free, like, FanDuel. Then that guy has to score, like, 20-some points, or let me look it up. Bet Rivers is tricky with their insurance. It's not straightforward. Get your bet back. Wait a second. Yeah, the team has to score 120 or more points. It's not as good as FanDuel. They have to score 120 points. Based on my predictions, I've got one team tonight score 120 points or more, and that's the Warriors. Everybody else is staying under 120. That's not that great of a promo. That's not that great of a promo. If you're wondering, I've got the Wolves. You want Anthony Edwards. I've got the Wolves scoring 115. So close, but not quite 120 to get your free bet back. Yeah, Bet Rivers is tricky with their promos. They're not as you see it come up on your screen when you log in. You think you got a good promo, and it's never quite as good. Gloria's a golf shark. Give it to me, Gloria. Come on. I didn't know. How did you know that? I didn't even know that. Yeah, they changed it again, it seems like. You said a double-double earlier. Well, now it's 120. I guess the double-doubles were too early. So, yeah, now you got to score 120. Like I said, I've only got one team scoring 120 points tonight, and that's the Warriors, and it's bang on. I've got that game 120 to 111. The only one I'm interested in adding is that Heat +5, because I've only got them losing by a point. But I'm waiting until LeBron is confirmed to be playing. Then the public gobbles up the Lakers tickets, and maybe that 5 becomes 6. But let's see. Let's see if it's still 5. Let's see if we're on the right side of some of these NBA ones. Yes, it's +6 right now. Oh, it's Heat -6. Oh, I want Lakers +6. Maybe I was looking at the wrong. Hey, plus and minuses at 6 in the morning. Maybe you get confused. Let's see. Let's see if we're on the right side. We got Pelicans -6.5. That's now -7, so kind of there. Pacers 76ers, we got 232. Let's see. That one's still at 232. Nets Bulls. That one's at 236, so basically the same number. I'm at 235. Blazers Wolves 234. That one's 233, so that one's at least going the right way. And then the money line parlay may not be +124, but it's maybe +120, or it's basically +124. All right, fellas, that's how we're doing it. We're coming back with a vengeance today, coming back to get all the coin and get more of the coin than what we've given away so far. So lock them in, boys. It all starts off Crystal Palace, 2 p.m. Central Time. Let's hope Palace can score first. Let's hope they can keep that trend going of Spurs conceding. And we'll kick it off with a good +120 cash. All right, guys, go enjoy your Wednesday. Maybe we'll get back on, or not maybe, we do plan on getting back on TikTok live a little bit later on during these games, and we'll be watching the Premier League, afternoon Premier League again together, just like we did yesterday. Lock it in, boys. Look forward to seeing each and every single one of you guys at the cash counter. Enjoy your Wednesday.